our job was say that fully and
The 10 remaining passengers on Jetstar flight 150. You must go.
10 minutes. Oh, antok na.
What time is it? I want to sleep in the plane already.
Yeah.
What
It's almost
time
9.
is it? It's almost nighttime, 9?
No, morning.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
Airline's flight operation flight from New Zealand, and a special welcome back to our loyal airport members.
Frozen? Yeah. So movies, excuse me. So it's everyone eating carrot?
Thanks, Jamie. Kia ora, and welcome aboard this Air New Zealand flight. It's important you obey your crew member instructions, backguards, and illuminated signs.
All those items should be stowed in the overhead locker or under the seat in front of you.
As the seatbelt sign lights up, return to your seat and buckle up. Seatbelts fit low and tight across your hips. Keep them on throughout the flight. If you need to get up, simply lift the lever like so, or push the button.
If an emergency were to happen during takeoff or landing, tighten your seatbelt and place your forehead against the seat in front. Put your feet back and firmly on the floor and hold your lower legs. If there's no seat in front of you or it's too far away, put one hand over the other on top of your head, elbows on either side of your legs, feet back and firmly on the floor.
sa Terminal 2 to
Simple lang ako.
Yep.
You said we're going to Manila, not the Philippines.
Manila is Philippines, anak.
No, Manila is the capital.
Yeah.
Before settling down, be sure all carry-on items are securely stowed in the overhead compartment and small heavy items under the seat in front of you. Let us also ensure that all aisles and exit rows are clear of any items.
The rest of the crew. So we would like to thank you for choosing to fly Philippine Airlines. The heart of the Filipino, mabuhay.
Sleep anak, bukas na lang kayo mag... Hiratan sa akin. Oo, tired, no? May press niya na safe.
I just looked at it straight in the lens.
gusto naman ng experience sa Philippine Airlines.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm thirsty.
Hindi naman niya tawid.
I also didn't like it. What?
Hindi ka kami nilang
I did. I asked for so much. Any minute there was a chance I could get one.
Okay, and yeah, we should go and we'll just dine in. Jollibee.
Yeah!
Come on.
Okay, let's go. Are we going
Okay.
to Jollibee? Are we going to Jollibee?
Yeah, go.
No! It stinks in there.
No, not all. Hindi. Come on, let's go now.
Bye, lost.
Aisle na pwede kayo mag diretso lang ito. Dito sarado na po. Dito sarado na po.
Point in being this civilization will fight my battles.
Oh wait, no, it was in Australia, not this one.
That's a hot.
May chili po?
This is authentic.
Electronic devices and carry-on items should be securely stowed in the overhead bins or beneath the seat in front of you. Our cabin crew will be passing through the cabin system.
Oo nga eh. Kung garon. Pogi. Pogi yan, pogi. Ah, last in.
ginawa niyang teddy bear?